Thank you, KEH, for sponsoring this video. Alright, so what is the goddamn deal, YouTube? It is, of course, your boy Vuhlandes with a mall in the background. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about using the heavy, ginormous, gigantic, extremely big Leica SL2. Well, the camera isn't big, but this lens is like 6,000 pounds. So that's that. But anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so the other day we went out and shot with this camera with my friend Paris, but I wasn't able to record it because I didn't have the film camera. Actually, this camera is messed up, so like I'm not gonna get into it right now, but like I couldn't record it. But I do got the photos and I do got like some iPhone videos to show y'all. Other than that, me and Dan are out right now in Southwest. Something smells disgustingly bad. Something's definitely passed away over here. Sun's about to go down, some nice light right now, so we're about to just get a few more pictures and kind of just get a few more first impressions. I got it. First impressions of this camera. Yeah, it's just heavy. Like, I hate looking like a photographer, and this camera just like makes me like people driving by, they're like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna work this corner like a stripper though. You feel me? It's a lot of shit to shoot on this corner, so I'm finna work it. I just hate I really just don't like I said, bro, looking like a photographer and like look at it when it's all the way zoomed out. Like, look at me right now, just get me. Not even if I'm a loser is what I am. Told you I'm finna work this corner. I'm finna we probably finna die. Everybody's staring. I don't blame them either. Like, I actually don't blame them. Like, usually I'd be mad, but like, I don't blame them today. With this in my hand, I'm not mad. You feel me? Do you? I like the way this light hitting right here. Here, let me get a photo of you over here. You know, you don't really match with this. Come on, yeah. All right, let's move on. This is a wild, like, this mural crazy. Get bro on camera, bro. Also, like, when you got a camera like this, and then like you're taking pictures of someone's house and the lens is like extended all the way, you look like the police. Like you actually look like the police. All right, so we are finally back at the crib, and I'm gonna be completely honest, like very completely honest. When I first opened up this camera, when I first unboxed this camera, I seen the camera first. I was like, oh, this is a cool camera. It's very well built. It looks good. It's a Leica. It's just overall, it feels good. And then when I went to go unbox the lens, which was in a bigger box than the camera, that already, you know, made me like inside. It made me furious. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it annoyed the shit out of me that I already knew that this lens was going to be ginormous, huge, gigantic, any word you can use for big. I knew this lens was going to be that, and I don't know why that pissed me off so much, because like, first of all, the box for this lens was extremely heavy, bro. It made the camera like 10 times bigger than what I guess thought it was going to be. I don't know what I thought this camera was going to be and feel like and look like, but I wasn't expecting this lens. Like, this lens is heavy. Like, this camera weighs as much as my RZ67, and like, I just feel like it shouldn't, but I'm sure there's reasons to why the camera weighs as much as it does. There's a lot of glass in this lens, so like, I'm sure that's a good thing, right? So to be honest, first going out with the camera, I did not want to like it, especially with my resume and track record of me liking every single camera. I just did not want to like this camera. So I went into this camera shooting experience with a little bit of low expectations, because first of all, when I shot with my Leica M Type 240, I didn't like the digital files from Leica cameras, which is why I no longer have that camera, because I didn't like the digital files from it. So one thing I'm not going to do, and you already know I'm not going to do this, but I'm not going to get into the specs of this camera. I didn't look them up because I personally do not care about them. But I will just talk about my overall shooting experience and just overall Leica SL2 experience over the last couple of days that I've had this camera. So for one, the camera is extremely heavy. That kind of deters me from wanting to shoot with it. I don't necessarily want to walk around with this camera because of just how heavy it is. I know that you can adapt Leica M lenses to this camera, which is something that I wish I would have done, because I just feel like it would have made it an overall better experience. And I know I'm a man complaining about how heavy a camera is, but bro, I'm telling you, I just don't like shooting with heavy cameras. I know my RZ67 is heavy, but I use it for like very precise and just like things that I know I want to use my RZ67 for. And I also do my best to not walk around with it. Like I said, I use it for very particular things. And because of all of this, I did not want to like this camera, but I must say that the files, one, are massive, very huge files, but two, they're so good. And for me, I didn't necessarily like the photos that much of Paris that I took, the portraits that I took, but the landscapes and photos that I took in Southwest Detroit, I love those photos. They look amazing. They look very good. So I know all of those photos were edited with my film presets. You can get those film presets down in the description if you would like to. So yeah, this lens, as big as it is and how annoying it is a very good lens. One of the best digital lenses I've ever shot with in my life, if I'm being honest. And to be honest, it better be the best digital lens that I've ever shot with in my life, because it is expensive, like very expensive. So I would expect nothing less from a Leica lens. But yes, very good lens. I'm not very much into zoom lenses. I like my primes, but this was a great little switcheroo to my, you know, kind of shooting process. I normally just stick with one focal length. If I need a different focal length, I change lenses. So this was great to be able to shoot something, then stand in the same spot and zoom in and get kind of a different perspective. So that was cool, but I will say that I still very much, but it was definitely just like a good switcheroo to my workflow. So I did very much enjoy that, but I'm going to be sticking to my prime lenses if I'm being honest. Okay, so let's take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, which is KEH Camera. KEH Camera is by far the best place to buy used gear because of their amazing grading system. Their gear is certified, pre-owned, and graded by expert technicians. They have a 14-day return policy and a free 180-day warranty, and plus free shipping on orders $49 and up. I mean, this Leica SL2 is a used camera, but it is basically brand new, not a scratch on it, very much in shape. It's almost like I got it right out of the box. Like if I wasn't told that this camera was used, I would have no idea that it was used, because it is beautiful and in fantastic shape. Depending on what you may be trying to buy, there could be some cosmetic blemishes on the camera gear, but that doesn't affect the overall quality and ability to take pictures with whatever you may buy. And typically used gear doesn't come with any of the perks that KEH Camera offers. Like I've mentioned before, I've been using KEH well before they were a sponsor of this channel, just because to me they're the most trustworthy place for buying and selling used gear. So KEH Camera is very clear about the quality of the gear that they're selling, and to be honest, some of the things that I consider to be very, very excellent, KEH has it marked down. So it's also great to know that KEH cares about the consumers and people using their website and buying their camera gear. So if you're looking to buy used gear or sell your gear, please use the codes and links down in my description. I personally love working with KEH. They've been a big supporter of the channel and me as an artist in general, and I can't thank them enough. So thank you, KEH, for sponsoring this video. I don't really have anything bad to say about the camera in general, outside of the lenses being huge. Outside of that, man, you know, this is a Leica camera. It looks good. It's very sleek, very minimal button layout. It's only like 4 buttons on this camera, which I like for a digital camera, because some of these digital cameras can get very overwhelming with the amount of buttons and things that they can do. So I do very much appreciate that this camera just has the buttons that you need, and it's very easy to work the menu and change things and get things to your liking. So yeah, I do very much like this camera. I could never see myself actually owning this camera, because I do think that I like my Fuji camera. My Fuji digital cameras a little bit better. Like they just feel a little bit better to me, and they just, you know, overall fit me better. So yeah, for digital, I'm gonna stick with the Fujis, bro. But Leica, this was an amazing experience. I do think that these kind of luxury cameras are kind of dedicated to a certain type of photographer, and it's not me. But I can appreciate and acknowledge how amazing the camera is. I just don't necessarily think it's for me, but I am grateful that I got to test it out and try it out, because I have been wanting to try this camera for a long time just to see. So yeah, Leica SL2, that's pretty much all I got for you. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up by saying thank you for tuning into this video. If you did not like the video, please do me a favor and hit that like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. If you are already subscribed, I'm not talking to you, because you already did what you had to do. So your boy gonna get up out of here, and we're gonna go do some shit. We're gonna wait till it gets dark, and then we're going to shoot with the camera at night. And then yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video with nighttime pictures from this camera. So deuces, let's get it. Let's go do some shit. You know the vibes.